Hello everyone, this is Nidhi here. In this video, we will see how we can use the Ansible Jinja template and how it helps in the automation. Let's take an example here. We always have many applications where we need some property files which stores all the variables like the database details, memory settings, Java VM arguments. You always have some kind of properties files. Even if you can take an example of wrapper.properties file, that is just that is just containing all the variables related to the memory, but that could also differ across environments, and that property files obviously can have different values across environments. So how we can create those properties files automatically, and how we can use only a template that will create the property file across different environments. We do not want to create three files according to the environment like test underscore dev dot properties, test underscore prod dot properties, because it is difficult to maintain in the future. Then if you have to change it any one places, you need to do it at all the three places. So it is not a good idea to create a three different files. Instead of that, what we will do, we will create a template file and use that template file to generate the property file at runtime for each environment. So let's see how we can use it, how we can do it. For that, we will be using Ansible Jinja template. So what I have done, I have created a file test.properties.j2 under templates folder in your Ansible playbook. So this is required. This is how Ansible works, that you have to create the templates folder, and under that you can create this test.properties.j2 file, and J2 is the extension that is required for the Jinja templates file. And you will be creating all the variable files which obviously is required for your template files. So if you have the database details, username, password, so you will be putting it in the dev.yaml, your prod.yaml, all the config files. And if you have some files which is constant, because in that property files there could be lot of values which are constant across environments, so you don't want to put all those in different files. For that, you will just put it in the config. This is how you can group wheres there, where you can put the constant files which is same across environment. So this is how you can manage it. So let's see how you can create the template files. So for the variables, where you just want to use the variables directly, so this would be your variable name, basically whatever is in your properties files. Like in the wrapper files, you would be having some wrapper.java.comment, so it would be the same according to your application. And the values, it could be anything, and this value will come from your config files according to the environment. So this is how you can use the variables directly. How you can use the if else conditions, because you might have some conditions. Okay, if I have this, then do this, else do this. It could be applied for these template files also. So here I have just taken an example of that. If this condition true, then do this, else set this JDBC parameters. So this is how you can use the or generate the template files. Let me just show you how I have created this in the GitHub repo. So this is how I have created. This is directory variables, and this is the if else conditions. So you have created one template file that can be used to generate different properties files across environments. Now how you will use it in the playbook, like you generated this template files. Now obviously this property files, you need to copy it at some places on your servers. So for that, what you have to do, you have to just use it in the playbook template, and the source file would be your test.properties.j2, and the destination wherever you want to copy it. So this is how you can use this is how you can use the template in your playbook, and this is how you can copy it at your destination. Thank you.